There are a lot of good weapons in Arc Raider. Some are good for PvP, some are good for PvE, and some are good for pretty much everything in the game. For example, if you're a PvP player, the Bobcat, Tempest, Volcano, Kanto are pretty good guns for you. But if you're a PvE player, maybe guns like the Cracker, Jupiter, Equalizer are better suited for you. But there is one weapon in particular that is extremely good at everything, especially at PvP, and it's just so easy to craft and find that, well, it literally makes it, at least for me, the best PvE weapon in the game and one of the most versatile weapons in the game. And no, I'm not talking about the Renegade, which is a fantastic gun, both for PvP and PvE. I'm talking about the Anvil. To craft one of those things, you need 6 simple gun parts and 5 mechanical components, and to upgrade it, you need the same materials, but you also need 2 heavy gun parts, which definitely is not very hard to obtain. This is a green weapon, uncommon, that can be found in world very easy, can be crafted and can be maintained very easily, and you can actually put some attachments on it. You also have the Anvil splitter, which kind of makes the weapon worse, but it kind of has like a kickback for arc, which is fun but definitely not necessary. And then I really like to use it with the extended barrel, but compensators and suppressors are pretty good as well. It's just like feel the extended barrel just helps me hit a bit better long range. And today I want to show you how amazing this weapon is. The way I'm thinking about this is this. If you load in with an Equalizer or a Jupiter, for example, or any high-end weapon, and you go in the game, try to kill some arc, or do whatever you want to do, and then you die by a PvP player, you die by arc, or you get ratted, you get pretty salty whenever you lose one of those high-end weapons. But when you lose a green gun, it's not that big of a deal. And the fact that this thing is so good against anything you throw at it just makes it such a versatile weapon. Of course, there are going to be better guns for certain things. For example, the Cracker is better taking down big arc compared to an Anvil, but the Anvil just does everything really good for a pistol, I'll say. But anyways, today we're gonna go in game, show you how amazing it is against small and big arc, and yeah, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe for more content, and let's get this. Okay guys, so here we are in game on Damn Battlegrounds. We got some small arc right here. We got some Wasp, which can be taken down in literally 2 shots if you shoot a thruster, or 1 shot if you shoot 1 thruster and then they hit a wall, or you can take them down in about 3 hits if you hit the center mass of the arc, which is very, very good. Of course, again, the Jupiter is going to be a 1 shot, but it's a legendary weapon, so it's super expensive. This is just green. Let's find some more arc, take it down. Next up, guys, we have a Firefly right there. And this is one of the most annoying arc in the game right now. But what if I told you this can actually take one down in 2 shots if you shoot the thrusters? You hit 1 thruster when they fly over to you, and then if you're like under it, you can shoot another thruster or the other side thruster to take it down. So 2 hits, and the Firefly can go down. Of course, if you shoot a center mass, it's gonna take about 5 or 6 shots sometimes, because they do have quite a bit of armor. But when it comes to shooting thrusters, 2 shots is all it takes. Sometimes you might take 3. For example, you shoot the front thruster, which has a bit of armor on it, and then you with the first shot you break the armor, and then with the second shot you destroy the thruster, and then you can shoot a thruster in the back whenever it's revealed, as exactly shown in the video right here. I mean, I wish my aim would work a bit better. There we go. And then you shoot the second one just like so. There you go. So you take it down. When it comes to Hornets, it kind of works the same way as the Firefly, but I would actually recommend just shooting the thrusters in the back. 2 shots, all it takes to take down this very, very annoying arc. I think the Hornet and Fireflies are some of the most annoying arc in the game, but again, 2 shot is all it takes from this guy. Yes, other weapons might do it a bit better, but this, again, it's only a green weapon that can pretty much save you in so many situations. Next up, we are gonna move on some bigger arcs, and I'm just gonna state this right now. When it comes to Bastions and Bombardiers, the Anvil is definitely not the best weapon. It can take them down, it just takes quite a bit because it has a slow fire rate and not enough bullets in the magazine to, you know, do really good damage really fast, so maybe having a fully automatic weapon or stuff like that might be better. This can still get the job done, it's just gonna take a bit longer, or just using a deadline or wolf packs, of course, is always the safer and better choice. So for those kind of things, you could potentially use something else, but the Anvil is still gonna get the job done, it's just gonna take a bit longer. When it comes to leapers, these things are annoying no matter what gun you use, so again, Anvil can take it down, but it's gonna take a bit. But then you move on to Rocketeers, and the Anvil is one of my favorite weapons to take them down. I do like the Renegade a tiny bit more because it's a bit faster, but again, here we're talking about cost and all that kind of stuff. Hello, hello. Hey, friendly, friendly. Watch out, there's a Rocketeer coming. Hide, hide, hide. So whatever you need to do with the Anvil, you want to shoot the thrusters. It takes about 10 shots per thruster, if I'm not mistaken. Sometimes no, I'm good. I just want to test out the gun. All you want to do is just focus on the thrusters as much as you can, and you're gonna take them down. And I cannot believe he actually did 3 shots right there, and then he followed up with a 4th one instantly. So it takes about 10 shots maximum to take down one of the thrusters. And I will just focus on one thruster at a time, try not to shoot too many thrusters, because sometimes one thruster is all it takes to pretty much take down this very annoying beast, because they're gonna start flying all weird and everything. And just gonna use this door a bit to kind of cover myself. You see that? One of the thrusters is already down. We took a few shots, but it's mainly because I'm not peeking from the different angles. So let's see. Yeah, one of the thrusters is down. He's already smoking and everything. So now we're just gonna try to attack from different sides and take it down. There we go. We popped 1 or 2 shots in the second one. You can take the thrusters down on any side. Oh, never mind. This is exactly what I was telling you about. Sometimes one thruster is all it takes with these big flying fellas. Usually, you know, you're gonna have to take down 2, but most of the time 1 is enough if you know, stick around long enough for it to crash. But you kind of saw what it happened there. It took less than 10 shots actually to take down one of the thrusters, and then we just we could just repeat that on the second one and take it down. Yes, a Renegade might take it down a tiny bit quicker because it has faster fire rate. And even though it does like less damage per shot, the Renegade does shoot a lot faster, so you could potentially take it down quicker. But the Anvil, again, is just so good in terms of cost and everything that you don't really need any other weapon in the game. And is there really no weapon case or any of that kind of... Oh, there was a grenade too, but someone checked it out already. But let's find another Rocketeer and try this one more time. Okay guys, here we are into another game, and before we go any further, I want to show you what it can do on a Comet, which is right over there. These things can go down pretty fast, but they're a bit hard to actually hit, because you have to hit the weak spot. There we go, we got it. If you put like 3, sometimes 4 shots into the weak spot, usually it's 3, you can take it down fairly easy. So it's not that bad of a gun. The problem is the Comets are like extremely quick, and it's really hard to hit the weak spot. So if they're like really nearby, I would just try not to, you know, fight them too much. And these Fireflies, man, the Fireflies are the worst. Alright, let's see where that guy went now. And let's fight another Rocketeer now. And then after we do another Rocketeer, I want to show you what it can do on a Shredder, because that's another very easy arc that it can take down using the Anvil. So we got a Rocketeer right over there. Let's get him towards us, and we're gonna be using this building as cover. Of course, as I always say, whenever you're fighting arc, make sure you have cover, because that's like the most important thing. No matter what gun you have, unless you're throwing a wolf pack that can one-shot it, you're gonna need cover because you're gonna die. Even with the Jupiter Equalizer, whatever it is, be in cover. And we're gonna pop as many shots as we can until he gets here. This is where a Renegade would have been really good, because the Renegade would have done the job a bit faster right there, because he shoots a bit quicker. But the Anvil is just so freaking good. I mean, look at that, one thruster is down already, And we're gonna be focusing on the second one, and some really good shots right there. I think we only need like 2 or 3 shots. There's a raider. One, and then we missed, and now we're gonna be hiding a bit. And there it is. Thruster is down, and he's dead. Hello, hello. And he's dead. I mean, sometimes he's not really gonna die whenever he crashes on the ground like that, if it's not from a high distance. And he's just gonna be like this. He's gonna be flipped upside down, he's gonna be sitting on the ground. Sometimes he even kills himself with the explosions. And all you can do is just jump on top of him, pop a few extra shots, use your axe to take him down, kind of, you know, humiliate him a bit, because he's definitely one of the most annoying arcs in the game. But that's how you pretty much take him down. It's all you, buddy. You can take it. But this is pretty much it when it comes to Rocketeers. These guys go down pretty quick. I want to find the Shredder and show you what it can do, and then we're going to move on to a Vaporizer, because that's when things get a bit interesting as well. Alright guys, so we got a Shredder up there, and let me see if I can put a zip like that, and maybe I can get up there and fight it. These guys are not very bad to take down with the Anvil. I think it's like one of my most used weapons against them. Of course, the shotgun is pretty nice because you can get shotgun ammo from him. But the way you take this guy down, I like to shoot the thrusters because it immobilizes him, and also kind of where the weak spot is. So look at that, he's already on fire. And make sure you have a wall around you. A wall, a pillar, a car, like any hard cover that you can just rotate around whenever he's doing the attack. And usually it takes about 8 shots of an Anvil to take him down. Look at that. That was so easy. And these guys are really not a problem. But the reason I would recommend sometimes a shotgun is because he drops shotgun ammo. So you know, you can kind of refill a bit after you take one down. But these things are pretty easy to kill using an Anvil. And as you can see right there, just having a small piece of cover, it's more than enough to get the job done. And look at that, that comment is already on fire, even though we didn't hit the weak spot too much. But as I said, they are a bit tricky to kill compared to other slower arc in the game. And we have another one of these guys right here. Let's try to take him down. Usually when you take down 2 of these little thrusters, that's when he's like stop moving. Look at that, he's already on fire. We got the comet right there. This is kind of how I like to deal with comets. I just run around cover and just let it blow up. And there we go. That guy's almost dead. And boom. Just like that. Like, you see how easy it is to take them down with this thing? Yes, a hole cracker might one-shot them. But, again, that's a very expensive weapon. And you don't really want to lose it to rats or any other player in the game. Like, sometimes you might run a Jupiter and you get PvP'd, or you get ratted, or you die by arc, and you're gonna be pretty pissed. But whenever you're running an Anvil, it's just such a common weapon and easy to craft and everything, that if you die with it, it's not that big of a deal. Like, you're not gonna feel as bad as you lose like a hole cracker, equalizer, and things like that. So that's why for me the Anvil is just so good. But finally, let's move on to close scrutiny and take down one Vaporizer to show you what it can do on that. Alright guys, so here we are in some close scrutiny, and let's try to take down a Vaporizer using the Anvil. They kind of work the same way as a Rocketeer, but they have different kind of thrusters. These guys have 2 small thrusters on each side compared to 1 big thruster like the Rocketeer. So the way you kind of take them down is kind of the same. You shoot the little thruster until they break and they can fall onto the ground and everything. But they actually require less bullets to be destroyed than a normal Rocketeer. It's like 6 shots for like a stack, basically, if you can hit it properly. And most of the time, whenever you take down one of the thrusters from a Vaporizer, there's a very high chance that after like a few advanced maneuvers by him to attack and dodge and all that kind of stuff, he's gonna crash and die. And I had this happen multiple times. And let's just wait for him to come back. And hopefully I can show you that. But usually 2 thrusters is all you need to take him down. Much like the Rocketeer. And man, this fire. I gotta be honest, the fire is like the worst enemy in the game. At least for me. Look at him. He's only had got one thruster destroyed, and he's already kind of struggling. And let me just show you what it actually does. Like, he's doing weird maneuvers whenever you shoot at him, trying to attack and dodge. Look at him. And whenever he's doing that, most of the time he's just gonna hit a wall, hit a building, and just explode. Or sometimes he's just gonna flip on his own and take a bunch of damage. But of course, shooting the second thruster and taking it down is just gonna get the job done completely. But, I mean, look at him! He's almost dead! Of course, if you're doing trials to damage these guys, the way I'm killing it right now is definitely not the right way, and you want to do the full damage yourself. But, yeah, an Anvil is gonna absolutely take those guys down super quick. Look at that. He died. Just like that. We barely did anything to him, to be fair, and he already died. But yeah, this is pretty much everything regarding the Anvil. One of the best PvE, if not the best PvE weapon in the game, mainly because of the cost and how easy you can find and everything. And when it comes to queens or matriarchs, it takes from 8 to 10 shots to take down a leg, so pretty good. Easy to farm those queen cores and matriarch cores. And yeah, it's just a really solid choice. Of course, on arc like bastions and bombardiers, as I said, you might want to use wolfpack, deadlines, and things like that, because even if the best weapons in the game, is going to take a bit of time to take them down. So the Anvil is not the best choice for them, or maybe even a leaper, but rocketeers, the vaporizers, and any other smaller arc in the game is just going to be so easy. And for PvP, 2-3 shots is all it takes for a weapon or a player to go down, so it's not that bad in that department as well. But the best part about it is the fact that it's a green gun that uses heavy ammo, pretty cheap to craft, pretty cheap to upgrade, and actually pretty easy to obtain in the world. But let me know what you think about this. What is your favorite PvE weapon in the game and why? And yeah, I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.